17 wins, 0 losses, 100 finishes. With pinpoint striking and unstoppable grappling, every opponent has fallen. Now with UFC gold within reach, the Nomad marches toward destiny.
Shavkat Rakhmonov. That man gives me chills.
He is Laura Sanko's forbidden crush and every contender's worst nightmare. Don't miss the rise of MMA's deadliest heartthrob. And remember, don't forget your wolf hats, because this is about to be good. Shavkat was born in Uzbekistan to Kazakh parents. Shavkat started wrestling from a young age to protect himself from the streets.
Рыбачили или где-то там по деревьям вылазили, фрукты там соседним улицам, мальчишки собираемся и все играли, так чуют всегда. Братья меня старшие заставляли почему-то драться. Так. У нас ты вот так спрашивал, ты будешь с ним драться? Я никогда не отказывал, да, говорил всегда. Вот все начался потом махать, так. Тоже редко всех почти выигрывал. Только кто меня выигрывал, они были намного меня старше. Он у меня сразу понравился, я с детства любил.
At 16, Shavkat moved back to Kazakhstan. Times were tough and his family faced financial struggles. Shavkat took a job as a truck loader to support his family. But one fateful day at the market changed his life forever.
Я детство вот как-то на базар ходил. У нас все бойцы. Что увидел там? Вот, раньше был DVD-диски, и там начался бои, там клетка, там как раз там тогда было Pride, UFC. Интересно, Федор Емельяненко был тогда, очень крупная звезда была тогда. И Мирка Крокоп очень тоже сильно нравился, какой он ударный был, высококлассный. Потом уже, когда ты сам все говорят, это бои без правил, там типа самые сильные люди, типа, не знаю, чувствовал, что почему-то так вырастет, такой же спортсменом стану.
He began training combat sambo, falling in love with martial arts. Having a good base in wrestling and knowing combat sambo, Shavkat's transition into MMA was smooth. At just 19 years old, Shavkat made his professional MMA debut against Adam Tsirov.
Стало, так я уже полностью ему пришел. Я другим соревнованиям вообще не уступал. Любитель выступать. Надо молодым ребятам дать шанс мне испытать.
Well, here we go, round one.
It was a showcase of his grappling dominance. Tsirov initiated the grappling exchanges only to find himself caught in a tight guillotine choke before being forced into submission.
Shavkat, he's got him. He taps. That was one opportunity he got, Ian, and he took it all.
Training under Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, the legendary coach training many champions, Shavkat refined his game. But even with great mentorship, his second fight wasn't a walk in the park. Showcasing grit and perseverance. After the fight, Shavkat knew if he had to become a champion, he had to upgrade his game. Fight after fight, Shavkat began to display improvements in his game and a knack in finishing his opponents in spectacular fashion. Whether it was ground and pound, guillotine choke, rear naked choke, or even a devastating liver shot.
It's the experience of being
nice body shot.
Oh,
that hurt his liver.
Oh.
That hurt his liver. It's over.
After amassing an impressive 6-fight win streak, Shavkat headed to South Korea, fighting local prospect Junyoung Park. The Iron Turtle was relatively new to the sport back then. Later on, he got to the UFC with an impressive 4-fight win streak. Starting off, Sharp Iron Turtle wins a few exchanges, pressuring Shavkat forward. Shavkat sweeps him to the ground, taking away Iron Turtle's striking. Attempts both guillotine choke and triangle choke, but Iron Turtle gets out. And after back and forth grappling, Shavkat takes his back and finishes him with rear naked choke. Shavkat is now quickly moving up in rankings. However, in 2017, Shavkat faced a setback, pausing his career for over a year due to a mysterious injury. After healing, he came back even stronger and finished Levan Solovdovnik in record time.
Что же ждет нас в этом поединке? В клубе Александр Невский, удар на шесть. То есть вот настолько.
Beautifully executed triangle choke left the Georgian gasping for air. Quite literally. His first title fight came against Faridun Odilov, a formidable opponent who currently holds an impressive record of 18-2 with a staggering 80% finish rate, riding a 7-fight winning streak. Faridun Odilov wasn't one to be messed with. The fighters were quick to exchange punches in the first round, with Faridun Odilov getting caught in one of them, then getting it back on Shavkat. And with many tiring clinches, Faridun took down the challenger, and eventually got a revenge with a nasty Kimura attempt. Faridun Odilov going in wild looking for the knockout. He eventually found it. Overhand right on the challenger's chin. Shavkat found himself in a tough situation. Nomad grappled his way through to recovery and had to crawl to his corner. And in the third round, Shavkat came with a killing intent, eventually throwing Odilov to the ground and finishing the fight with a nasty ground and pound, earning him his first championship belt. Representing Kazakhstan wasn't just a goal, it was his honor.
Крутая, в принципе, так. Это просто казахстанский национальный традиционный баллонный удар, тамах называется. Звери можно, шкуру сделанную, можно сказать, вот так. Просто хотел показать, что тоже у нас есть головной убор, но она, в принципе, как бы показать, что казахстанский головной убор нашей культуры какой-то часть.
After successfully defending his title, his journey took him to the global stage in M1, where he faced Danila Prikaza for the second championship belt. Completely dominating the challenger for the vacant belt, throwing him to the ground and finishing it off with a ground and pound, making him only one of 6 fighters to get the M1 welterweight belt to this day. In his first title defense of his second belt, the champion did his signature move of spinning kick to the body, finishing the fight on ground and pound. The champion earned himself a UFC contract.
Получается, меня кто UFC первый подписали, потому что для меня это честь. Я просто не просто так выступаю. Это не всем дано, чтобы быть чемпионом или это какие-то там, не знаю, как-то это крови может быть что-то. И в принципе я его забрал и защитил и попал в UFC и все. Задача.
The first fighter to sign with the UFC out of Kazakhstan, still undefeated, Shavkat Rakhmonov makes his debut tonight.
Первый бой у меня проходил с бразильским ковбоем, Alden Cruz был. Он был ветераном, можно сказать, и все. Он очень много боев проводил.
In his debut, he faced a tough Brazilian, Alex Oliveira. Stepping in on short notice, being heavier than the Nomad, Shavkat had to be careful, and the Brazilian cowboy made sure to let him know and welcomed him to the UFC with a beautiful right hand right on the chin. He backed up his opponent against the cage with a beautiful knee to the body, following the heavy, exhausting punches.
Big knee to the body for Rakhmonov.
Shavkat eventually put him into a tight guillotine choke.
Oh, guillotine attempt, John. Oh, it's deep. Oh, wow.
He's got a great guillotine. There's the tap. Remember the name, Shavkat Rakhmonov with a huge win in his debut.
И потом второй бой тоже. Никогда второй соперник, Мичел Празерис, получается, он тоже никогда досрочно не проигрывал.
A few months later, Shavkat faced the welterweight Mike Tyson, Michael Prazeres, who might be short but carries power in his hands.
Всегда он тейкдауны делал своим соперником. Ничего не смог тоже сделать.
Oh, step-in knee for Rakhmonov. He's got weapons everywhere, and that's what makes him so dangerous.
Then throwing another spinning back kick, putting pressure on Prazeres, working his body, slowly exhausting him. Prazeres finds himself in a rear naked choke finish.
Prazeres is oh my! There's the tap. Wow, Shavkat Rakhmonov still undefeated.
Training alongside legends Michael Chandler, Robbie Lawler, and Gilbert Burns at Kill Cliff FC. People knew Shavkat wasn't to be the one to mess with. After finishing 2 of the Brazilian veterans, Shavkat needed a younger blood. In UFC 200, Shavkat was matched up against a younger prospect, Carlston Harris, who was known for his good jiu-jitsu. Shavkat, knowing this, came with a game plan and finished him with his signature move, the spinning hook kick.
Oh! Spin kick sets him off, still undefeated, and still a huge problem for welterweights to deal with.
Уже топ-15 я попал уже тогда, после 3-го боя.
His breakout moment came in a fight with Neil Magny, who is tall, strong, and holds the UFC record for the most wins in the welterweight division.
И потом 4-й бой у меня как раз Мэгни был свободный, он как кричал: давайте, кого угодно меня дайте, дайте. Я говорю: давай, сюда иди, короче, сам я тебе покажу, что такое ММА. И все.
Fight starts with Magny throwing a lazy kick, Shavkat taking advantage of it, taking him down and punishing him with ground and pound.
The reach advantage, but still that has been negated.
Magny, being the experienced veteran he is, fights back and attempts a scary heel hook on Shavkat.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Listen, Rakhmonov can stand there looking all casual as he likes.
After grappling back and forth, Shavkat takes his neck in a guillotine choke, earning himself a ticket into UFC's top 10.
Rakhmonov still undefeated. Seconds. Still yet to go to a 3rd round in the octagon, and still has finished every single fight.
In a top 5 fight against Geoff Neal, known for his hands of steel, the fight started with both opponents exchanging on the feet. Nomad lands a head kick that wobbles Hands of Steel, following up with his signature knee to the body. Ending the first round with Shavkat getting comfortable, Geoff Neal reminds him why he should be careful for the nickname he holds.
Guy Daniel Cormier trades barbs with Super Bowl champion.
Round 2 starts with Geoff Neal landing boxing combinations on Shavkat.
Much better because he's not taking it cleanly.
Shavkat responds with an uppercut, following with elbows.
Good uppercuts. Oh! I think Neal's taking a lot of punishment.
In the 3rd round, Shavkat pays for losing respect for Geoffrey Neal and makes him pay with a left hook to the chin. But Shavkat, being the tough guy he is, survives, keeps his composure and delivers a strong right straight down the pipe to Geoff. And with the pressure on Geoff,
What a fight! Neal returns fire!
Oh, knee!
Oh, that knee
Shavkat manages to get a last-second standing rear naked choke, walking off like the cold-blooded killer he is, stunning everybody in the arena.
Team down! Shavkat Rakhmonov! Too good!
Dang, bro, this dude's good. Too good. Man, he's good.
All while putting a wolf fur hat on Joe Rogan.
I am here with the winner, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Thank you, sir. I always wanted one of these.
Lorisanko fulfilled her dream, interviewing the humble warrior.
I am here with Shavkat Rakhmonov, who is now 17-0, still undefeated, still 100% finish rate. What is your reaction to your performance tonight?
Я очень сильно рад. Соперник был очень хороший, очень крепкий, можно сказать.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I got this finish because obviously opponent was very, very tough, and I'm really happy that I'm won not by decision, but I can finish him.
The story of this fight was really your ability to beat him at his own game in that boxing range. How confident were you coming into the fight that your boxing would hold up against his?
Да, я знал, что у меня ударная техника не хуже, чем у него.
Yeah, I really would like to test myself in a stand-up game because the opponent was tough, but I'm pretty sure that at least my stand-up game is the same as as his, and I never afraid to go strike with him. I hit him with a very good body shots, and I show that I can take the punch. So yeah, I'm really glad that it finishes like that.
A bout against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, one of the most elusive and skilled strikers in UFC history, was booked. Shavkat suffered an ankle injury during his camp. Instead of pulling out, he pushed forward, embodying the mindset of a true champion. Being limited with an injured ankle, Shavkat had to rely on his punches. But it didn't go well, with Wonderboy chopping Shavkat's body in his karate stance. Shavkat knew he had to go to the ground. Attempted a few takedowns, finally locking him into the right position. Wonderboy kept fighting back, not giving Shavkat another easy victory. And at the very last second in the second round, Shavkat secured a rear naked choke.
Declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
You see, Shavkat's strength doesn't just come from his training, it's deeply rooted in his heritage, whether it's his time on horseback in the vast Kazakh steppes or the resilience passed down through generations. Shavkat represents the unbreakable spirit of his people.
Другими делами. Как свою карьеру закончил, и буду часто ездить на лошадях, участвовать. Любому иностранцу надо приехать и конина попробовать надо. Мне кажется, вот он. Любому у нас туризм только начинает развиваться, в принципе. Люди, думаю, больше будут узнавать. Мы вот спортсмены и
Now booked for #1 contender fight, Shavkat stands on the cusp of greatness. His blend of striking, grappling, and fight IQ make him a nightmare matchup for anyone in the division. With a flawless record of 100% finish rate, fans and analysts wonder, can Shavkat continue this streak and claim UFC gold?